And welcome back to Cigar Time, your friendly neighborhood TV show all about premium cigars.
Yes, it is.
I think I got that right.
You did.
Did I? Wow. Took
Yeah, it's
long
because I
enough.
didn't mess with you.
Took long enough, yeah. Thank you very much.
It's only like your 6 months of shows to take you to get to it.
I know, right? Thanks for tuning in.
And that's the whole nuts and bolts of the show, that right there.
It all hinges
Yeah.
on that.
What?
We'd like to welcome back Tim Person from Altadis USA.
Good to see everybody again. Good
Thank
to be
you.
back with you
Yeah,
guys.
it's great to be back.
In a minute.
I think you were the
most
guest.
frequent.
Yeah, the most frequent guest we've had.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, easy.
I think so.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I've known, you guys for a while. I've known Art since the 90s when he had hair. No, I'm just kidding. No, so all seriousness.
A lot of people had more
I
hair
mean,
back then.
I've known you guys for a long time, So it's always an honor to feel like I'm coming back home. Remember to support your local brick and mortar. But it's always great to be here and experiencing new things with you guys because you guys always have cool stuff and the show is great. So
No.
looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. You'll be here for the next, 3 weeks?
Yes, 4 weeks, counting today.
4 weeks.
Yes,
Okay.
be here for the next 4 weeks.
Cool.
We're going to dive into some really cool cigars.
Yeah, what are we smoking today?
Today we're smoking the Monte Cristo Espada Signature, which again, this was, the first one was the Espada. Then we had the Espada Estoque, and then we had the Espada Escoto.
Right.
And then we've had a couple of versions of the Estoque. But this is the signature. This is one of the ones that's very, I don't like to use the term crown jewel, but I would definitely say use the term one of the higher ups of the Espada line. And the Espada line was created to help elevate Monte Cristo and provide, a Nicaraguan presence. So I think, I recently did a pairing with this with a friend of mine where we did Old Forester 1910 and the Signature, and it was fantastic. Great pairing for those two. But I think you guys will find this not maybe as heavy as the Escoto or the Estoque, but kind of like right in the middle. But to me, definitely full of rich Nicaraguan flavor, with the wrapper being from Jalapa. And again, Rafael, the group of the Maestros with the Plasencia family, did an excellent job. Rafael's been on fire been on fire his whole life, but he's really been on fire the last few years.
Tim, for those that are relatively new to the show or missed some of the old ones, can you explain what the group of the Maestros are?
Sure. Well, the group of the Maestros was formed when Javier Altadis came over and took in our company. So basically, they took people from different regions in the business. So they had some people from marketing, this. That was the group that kind of put them all together. But the actual group of the Maestros that review the stuff, they come from maybe box plant. One guy maybe is a tobacco guy. Another guy, Pedro, he's into running the blending part. Another guy, I can't remember his name now. His name is Javier too. He was like the general manager of the factory. He's more, I think he's a consultant now. So, is
that Pedro?
Pedro Ventura.
Ventura,
right.
yeah.
Pedro Ventura is kind of like one of the head guys there now.
Yeah.
They're related to Henderson and William?
No.
Oh.
But then you have like Elmer Suarez from Honduras. He's one of the guys, from Honduras. So you got guys from different parts and different factories that come together to work,
And
then
they've
when
all
you-
been there forever.
Yeah, a lot of those guys have at one time I think some of the guys might have retired, but they had like over 200, 300 years of experience.
I think I was just reading up on them actually. The shortest tenured guy is like 26 years.
Yeah, and that's Pedro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Pedro. They had one guy, one gentleman, Nestor, he had been there like close to 40 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of the guys, they work back and forth. Our factories work back and forth. And then, when you put Rafael into the mix, that's like a big spoon stirring the pot.
Yeah.
So, Rafael has been adding his touches to some of the stuff that we've been working on in both factories. He's head of product capability. So with what he's doing and what we've already had, it just kind of like, it's raised the bar on a lot of things we've been doing, with partners and with our own factories.
Right. That's cool. I'm getting a really big hit of hay.
I'm getting something vegetal.
Yep.
Whether hay or...
I need to worry about you guys.
Hay or
You don't
grass.
get it? Really?
Like
As soon as I lit it up, I got hay.
fresh mown grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the taste of that, but I'm getting the scent of fresh lemongrass.
Yeah, well, you can. I would agree with this.
Like
When you light
parsley
this
or
up,
paprika.
and
or
I've smoked this
not
quite a few
paprika,
times.
Like a parsley.
you get a hint of like
Yeah.
a light taste
one.
of hay. I can
Yeah.
definitely agree with you.
That, to your point there, Scott, I'm actually getting celery seed, which is a little stronger than celery.
Okay. Yeah, did you hear I said I think I said parsley.
You said parsley.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting celery seed.
So, fundamentally, how is, I mean, obviously it tastes different, but how is this different than, say, the original Espada?
Well, the original Espada was the base. So, tell you a story about the original Espada is really interesting. So, they kind of had a competition between who was going to make the cigar better, the Dominican factory or the Honduras guys. And I happened to be there. You know, Larry Palumbo has been on the show quite a few times. So both companies, you know, worked on it, and it ended up being the guys, I believe, from Honduras. This is like 2013, 2014. And they worked on it, and they came up with a blend, and it was really cool. So that we actually took Placencia's tobacco, and they kind of created the Espada on their own with his, you know, and then we sent him down what we wanted to produce. So to me, this is the original Espada. To me, is like really Nicaraguan. It's not overly strong, but it really gives you a difference from your taste of your regular Montes that we do to over here. And then I think this is like a silkier version of the original.
That's a perfect word.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm only a half inch in, but silky is definitely a word I would use with this. It has notes of the original.
Right.
I think it's more elegant.
Yeah, that's you know,
Fancy word, elegant.
that's
Wow.
that was I
It's
think
too
that's
highbrow
what
for us.
that's what Rafa and
Right.
you know,
Dang it, that
Nestor
hurt
were
to
looking
say.
to capture. You know, when they did that.
Good job.
You know,
I love the original. The original is one of my favorite
Yeah.
cigars
the
you
original
guys make.
the original's good. The original's real good.
That and the Sea of the Musica.
Yeah,
See,
not a bad with the one we made with EPC.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
a phenomenal.
Have you had the Escudo Espada?
yeah, that's a powerhouse.
It's got a little
No kick.
yeah, it's a little kick though.
This puts out a lot of smoke.
Crazy.
The one thing I'm
That's
noticing,
'cause it's
got
fatter
a
than you
lot
think
of
it
flavor
is.
going on, but nothing's overpowering.
No, nothing's
It's
overpowered.
a, it's
it's
a
smooth.
54 ring gauge,
55.
55 ring gauge,
what
which
you said?
is,
Yes,
6.55.
Where'd you go with 55 ring gauge molds?
I don't know, man. you know, every now and then, like you
I'm
come
sure
out.
somewhere back in the corner they had molds for everything.
Scott, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. And this is years ago. I used to call in a guy in Pittsburgh. We made you had the cigar. You guys had the cigar. It was the Romeo. That's when we were still we just became Altas, but we still had some of the boxes. The Romeo that had the Tabacalera labels on it. They were the Romeo Anniversario. So they're a 51. All right, they were 51 or either 49. I can't remember. I was thinking it was 51. So, but those boxes were made only for that cigars. So a gentleman named Jim used to have a store in Pittsburgh called Poor Richards, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to keep refilling my Churchills with this fancy box, right?" And I told him, he said, "Not going to fit." He goes, "Yeah, kid, I've been in the business a long time, you know." So he throws the box away, keeps the fancy box, right? So every time I go in the store, the Churchills are sitting up in the box like this because they're too small.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't fit. You know, I told him, I said, "Yeah, you know, they were." He said, "It's only one ring size difference." I said, "I know, but it won't fit." You know.
That was a cool
People
store.
don't realize how
Yeah, it was a
much
cool
that
store.
one is.
Glass all the way around.
Yeah, it was
thing
glad.
is-
Yeah, it was a cool store.
What other, besides Monte Cristo, you guys have, I think, one or two other brands?
Yeah, we have,
one or two.
we have a few. I mean, you know, I've been on here a bunch of times with you guys. I mean, business has been fairly decent for us. You know, you guys being one of our larger partners. You know, we do Monte Cristo, we do H. Jutman, we do Romeo and Julieta, Trinidad, Onyx. We do a bunch of private labels for a lot of people.
Henry Clay.
International Henry Clay.
I had a Henry Clay this morning.
Juan Lopez, Omar Ortiz. Internationally, we do Vega Fina, Santa Damiana, and we do Vega Fina here too.
Don Diego.
Don Diego, yeah, forget about Don
I
Diego.
didn't realize you guys had Santa Damiana.
Yeah, Las
Really?
Cabrillas.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh.
Yeah, San
I
Damiano.
remember back when the when that cigar joined the Habana 2000 parade.
Correct. Yellow box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Port Aranaga, which is another
Port Aranaga.
Port
Yeah.
Aranaga, yeah.
St. Louis Ray?
St. Louis Ray.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I never forget
Well,
that.
Mike pulling one out.
La Corona.
Just suffice to say, it's a relatively big company.
It's a nice sized company, but we've been on our own for the last few years now. As far as we were part of ITG Brands, now we're Tabacalera USA, which I have their shirt on. We have our own pack company, that we're doing to.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, it is. You got to donate together.
I got the ones you
You got
sent
the
us.
one, you got the one from before.
Yeah,
Right?
we donated that
Yeah,
one.
no, but this, it's to our own. We have our own pack organization, and I donate to, as an employee, which to me feels like I'm in the fight anyway, but it definitely feels like you're in the fight personally,
Right.
So, but no, we have a lot of great brands. Javier Espada is our CEO. He's been here since 2011. So when he came over with the other company, he stayed. Under his leadership. And you guys have met the other guys. Rob Norris, he's not longer with us. Paul, Brad, all the guys. Under their leadership, our company has succeeded in sales, and with the help of the group of the Maestros and the Rafael Nadal of the world, we've been putting out some great cigars. His partnerships with AJ and Placenci have become, focal all over the last 3 or 4 years with some of the great ratings we got.
Yeah.
And it's been a very good run for us.
Well, you guys got number 2 cigar of the year with Zamani, right?
Yeah, we're going to be doing that
Next week?
the 3rd week of June.
Okay.
We're going to be doing that. Yeah, next week we're doing
So
the
that'll be on the 22nd.
22nd, and the 3rd week we're doing. 2nd week we're doing the new H. Upman Heritage, which has been kind of like setting the world on fire. That's pretty good. So we're going to do that now, because I thought of you. I don't think they ship the Corona size, but that cigar in the Corona.
Yeah.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's like
Cool.
it's very very cocoa-ish. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I'm all over that.
Is anybody else getting peach? I just got a hit of sweet, and then it sort of devolved into peach.
I got sweet, but I didn't get the peach.
Nope.
Has anyone retrohaled it yet?
Not yet.
I've done it before, but
I
yeah,
think so.
It's really nice.
it is nice.
All right, I'll do it now so I can start sneezing.
So what have been going on in your guys' lives besides smoking cigars every day like we all do?
What else matters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically it.
Anybody got
It's been
married? Anybody got divorced? Or
No.
Nothing exciting.
nothing gets hurt.
Kids are getting older.
Kids are getting
That
older.
kind of
There you
stuff.
go.
Graduating.
Grandkids?
Yeah.
Grandkid, yeah, he's having 100 of them.
No. I
Seems
hope
that way.
not.
It seems like every other month you're having a grandkid.
I have 2 busy daughters, and they're very busy making
And your
grandkids.
daughters are from Nicaragua?
No. I have no children in Nicaragua that I'm aware of.
None that he admits to.
But Ecuador.
How about
There was a, there was a female jail. Never mind.
yeah, female guard?
Wow, the whole room just shifted. Paul, I'm only messing with you, man. I'm like,
It's called Consuelo Major Village.
you guys are hilarious.
Yeah, Palm Major
You guys
Village
were hilarious.
continues to prosper, but it's officially part of San Isidro now.
But no, congratulations. You guys have the new store in, the 3rd store in Sarasota is coming soon, right?
Yeah.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
around the
very
corner.
soon.
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
We just had the first, a couple weeks ago, the first anniversary of our 2nd store.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Parkway.
Is it I get Parkway and Broadway mixed up.
Okay,
I don't know which is which.
Parkway, you're going to have more traffic. Broadway, you might have more certain other things. No, I'm only kidding.
Certain
More
other
cigar
things.
sales.
Yeah. Actually, Parkway's been busier than Broadway.
Shout out to our good friend George Sosa.
And maybe George is watching. Hey, George.
Hey,
I don't know
George.
if he is or not.
Probably not.
Nah, he's very busy.
But no, overall, I mean, you guys, the business has been very healthy for us with you guys. We really appreciate your business. And, we're going to be running in June
Oh, yeah.
the Altadis special. So you buy any 4 Altadis cigars, and excuse me, you get a free cigar. On top of that, we're going to be raffling off a grill at,
Yeah.
at 4 prestigious locations of Cigars. More details to follow in the coming weeks.
I can give you details now.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Actually, so it starts off today, so between now and Sunday, Form 1 in all stores, but if you go to the Oxford Valley store, you'll also be entered to win a barbecue grill.
Okay.
And that's between now and Sunday. And then the following week, we're doing the same thing, the 13th to the 19th in Colmar. Go to that store, you can enter to win a grill. The week after that will be in Fraser. And then the last week of the month, we're going to give one away in Lancaster.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So 4 barbecue grills we're going to give away.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't pick your
And you're
store,
going to
huh?
follow it
What's
up with
that?
a pig
You didn't pick your
roast?
store. huh?
I did Colmar.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry.
Follow it up with a pig roast in the new barbecue grill?
Huh, maybe. You might
Maybe.
grab it. You might. It's not like we haven't
You
done
haven't had a
those
pig.
before.
You haven't had a pig roast in a while, have you?
I won last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think you're
Here's the
due.
deal. There's going to be a few extra prizes at some of these events besides the grill.
Oh,
All right, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Because you don't know yet, do you?
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
I have a list. I have a list.
Win a
Okay.
date with.
Nah, we'll probably,
not.
we'll wrap.
Lifetime
No, you know,
supply of
we'll raffle
cigars.
off some travel humidors.
Oh, cool.
Probably with some real nice money swag. Travel humidors. We have. I think what we might do is, I got to see if they've been delivered yet. I think they have. Maybe we'll do this for July. We have an H. Upman.
Ootman.
H. Ootman domino table.
Oh, really?
Oh, that
nice.
sounds cool.
It's nice.
Oh, I want
That sounds
that.
cool.
It's real nice.
I'm not giving it away. I'm just keeping it.
I don't know how to play dominoes, but that'll look great in the man cave.
Well,
Domino's is easy.
Well, it's funny.
Domino's
People
is
always ask
awesome.
me. People always ask me, and I'm just going to say, I won't say who, but people say, "How come you only do events in Colmar?"
Because it's the best store.
That's
I
not
know.
true
No,
at
I'm just
all.
saying. I'm
That's
just like,
not true at all.
I just like the company. That's all I say. They got the best. They got the best liquor.
Well, see, there we're spreading it out. We're doing Lancaster, Oxford Valley. We do a lot of stuff in Fraser.
So do I have to go hang out with Steve at Fraser? No, I'm just kidding. No, Steve's funny. No, I mean Steve go way back. I'm only kidding.
Oh yeah.
Steve's funny.
I'm really enjoying this cigar.
Yeah, it's very
Absolutely.
tasty.
Well, now this is a Monte Cristo is also an old Cuban brand.
Sure.
Now, actually, out of curiosity, did you guys read? I just read about it yesterday, and I don't know if there's a whole lot of specifics, but there looks like they're opening up travel to Cuba.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Not
I
cigars,
I
not
glanced
rum.
at briefly on
Well, you
Cigar
can't buy
Aficionado.
them, but you can. I mean, it's trips to Cuba,
Right.
not buying the products.
Right. It looks like so I know. I think at one time Marriott, well a few years ago until Trump changed it, you could go to the Marriott there, and I think that's back open. That's going to be back on the plate. I think during the end of the Obama era and Trump era, you could fly to beginning of the Trump era. You could fly. I think you could fly from Tampa there, Orlando to Cuba. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think hopefully you'll see more interaction like that where you just don't have to go to Miami and that's the only place you can fly from.
It's not. I think it's not as free as it was before Trump changed it. But you still need to have reasons. But the reasons are like for us, educational. And there's
Education, research.
They're
family.
easing the restrictions, and it doesn't have to. And I don't know. I think you still have to go through the State Department or something to get permission. I mean, before you could go to the travel agent. I think.
Well,
You can always go by raft.
Yeah.
well,
To
remember
the tire tube.
I shared with you guys this before. My identity had got stolen, and I was going the end of 2019, and I didn't do anything. Everything was booked, ready to go. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I just, unfortunately, I got hacked. So I didn't go. But
Wow.
but everything was like walk right in.
Yeah.
Like no, I didn't even talk to the State Department.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just booked my flight and.
And you flew from Tampa or Miami?
No, I didn't go because I didn't go.
I
but
mean, you
was-
would- what I meant
was
is you
flying
would
from,
have.
I was flying from Miami. Yeah. But it was like, it was minuscule.
I got to do it. I've been saying it for years, and it's always one of those things like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get to it. But I heard it. Art's told us 1,000 times how beautiful it is.
Yes.
And people are great and safe, and I just, I need to do it.
Well, I was there like in what 64.
Because you played there 64 times.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah, he
for
used to go on
years,
humanitarian
I
missions.
avoided
No, I know,
going
wasn't
to
he there
Cuba
with the
even
original
when I
landing?
could.
You get in trouble every time you go somewhere, so I would too.
Well,
What do you
back in the
we should
day, I
go
didn't
to
want to
Cuba
be
first?
on the State Department list of people that went to Cuba for obvious reasons. But since that doesn't apply anymore,
Right.
if the opportunity presents itself, I would love to
If
go.
you guys haven't figured out that Paul is DOD by now,
He's what?
DOD,
N-
Department of Defense.
no.
Oh. That's something I'm pretty sure he's not.
Good bet.
Retrohale, have you done it yet?
Yeah, it's great.
I don't
It's
remember.
really nice, but I can't identify
It's
what it
not
is.
I'll do it for you.
peppery the way retrohales usually are. It
Right.
doesn't burn at all
not
in
at
your
all.
nose.
It's very smooth, but it's got a very distinct taste, but I can't identify it yet.
It's a little on the creamy side.
Yeah, that's why I said silky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like first time I smoked this, and I smoked it just like we are first thing. I was like, wow, you know, it's like really, this is like it's. I did it, you know, when you do liquor pairing, and you do 3 or 4 different barrels or whatever you want to call it. So, some people try to pick the barrel that's similar to the original, you know, that you saw on the shelf, like say Woodford Reserve. Yeah, that Woodford. Some people want the opposite. So to me,
Yeah.
of the original Espada, I think now, of course, you have a Scordo and the other ones. I think this is like similar, but it's kind of far from it. You know what I mean? It has
Yeah.
a different
It's the
complexity.
second barrel in the middle is what you're saying.
Yes. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good point.
It's
I'm
not-
getting a white pepper on my tongue.
I'm getting
I'm
that
getting
also.
And
I
it's
did the
coating the whole
retrohale.
thing.
I'm getting the pepper back here.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not getting that at all. I'm
I'm
getting
f-
it on my tongue.
Yeah, and
getting
this
a
isn't
lot.
as strong as I suspected it would be. I think it's like a medium, maybe little north of medium.
Medium to full, depending on your palate.
but it's
really.
very
For us, it would
smooth,
be a
so-
medium because we smoke a lot of cigars.
Yeah,
But for somebody new, it may be a full one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I would definitely say I wouldn't even put this like in a medium. Like I mean, you know, I rate mine medium plus. Whatever. I go 1 through 5, but this would definitely be like 3-5. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even put this like nowhere near 4. But
On the,
it's
on the
definitely-
power scale.
On the power scale, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. You know what? We should do that.
Power scale?
Yeah, I mean, what's medium mean? I
Well,
mean, if we did
Less than full and more than
Well,
medium.
But if you put a number on
This is
it,
where you get
Three.
tricky. This is
That's
where you get
much
tricky.
better.
This is where you get tricky to me. This is my personal opinion, which doesn't mean anything. The reason I use 1 through 5 and not 1 through 10, because 1 through 10, you can have a 10 and not be perfect, okay? But 1 through 5, you're trying to get the 10, okay? So
yeah,
if you have like say I don't know, I would use one of my brands like so Real. I would use Real. I would put that at a 2.5. I wouldn't even
yes,
put that at a
absolutely.
medium. You know what I mean? A salad medium would be. I'd put this like at a 3.5. Like I said, a little bit, just a touch above medium. But I still have 3.75. Rob's favorite number, or 9.75.
The
you
Monte
know.
Classic will be a perfect 3, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I go with
There you
that.
go. There you go.
I say solid 3, not perfect.
And I think I can't. I'm not. That's not my scale. Somebody gave me that like back in the '90s. They said, "Here, you," and because there's so many ways you can complexity. You know what I mean, or a way you can play with it. You know what I mean.
What's the MSRP on this?
I want to say the MSRP on this is most Espadas. It's on the upper scale of well, everything's up. I want to say it's about 14, about 15.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
14, 15.
I was
For-
thinking like
for a
17,
Monte?
18.
Yeah,
No,
so was I.
it's not above 16. I know that. So I want to say it's about
Okay.
15ish.
Depending on the size.
You know what? That's
not
not
bad.
that's
No.
we get guys who do that all the time.
Well, I know that, and I know this. I know that the 1935 is a couple more dollars in this. So that's why I'm saying it's about 15. 1935 is 1750.
All right, we gotta rate it now. Scott.
It's got that silkiness, a little bit of white pepper, as you said. It's still it's not changing as much, which is kind of a good thing. And it still has that vegetal, parsley kind of whatever hay you guys said flavor to it. I give this a 9.25.
Paul.
I guess I'm next. Well, I find that the flavor profile has changed over the course of the half of it that I've smoked so far.
That's interesting. I thought it was more straightforward, but okay.
No, the creaminess ramped up and then eased back. There's that little bit of pepper, but just in the back of my palate. But things just keep coming up and fading, and it comes and it fades, and each one is different. So, to me, this is like a smorgasbord.
That's a great way of describing it.
Yeah.
I give it a 9.35
935.
And a 3.5 on the
on the power
strength
scale. I don't think I'd go that high.
I'd go 3.5.
Moose.
Who asked?
I pretty much agree on the flavor profile, except that as I'm smoking it, it changes, but something jumps back in. It's not different flavors keep popping up. It's the same flavors. And I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5 different flavors altogether so far. Burns well, it's well made. 9.5.
Nice. Very nice.
Rob?
Tim, you're not allowed to do
No,
that.
I'm
Sure
not-
he is.
Yeah, would you?
I would give it like a 9.25. 9.25.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tim's tougher than us.
I'm getting the same thing. It is changing. I didn't get the silkiness in the beginning, but I got it later for me. And it's covered, the white pepper's covering my whole tongue, which I really like. It's really nice.
That's so funny that I got the.
Silkiness
I
first.
felt the pepper in a different
Different
place
spot, yeah.
than the front of my tongue.
I really like the retro hail, which I still can't identify the taste.
Well, the last cigar that we do, which will be the last week of June, will be the Rare Collection.
Okay.
Rafael Nadal, that came out like end of last year. I think you guys will like that. It's like a totally different, like the way he blended it out, the way it's not as, it's a little bit lighter than this, but I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. And I want you to retro hail that one and see what you think.
Okay.
It's not strong,
Okay.
but it's very complex.
That's fine. I have to agree with Tim and Scott. Not Scott, just Tim. with the 925. I really like this.
It's all right. Tim agrees with me, so therefore you agreeing with Tim, you agree with me by proxy.
By proxy.
My proxy. He said like we're in prohibition.
Yeah. I just hate agreeing with Scott. So.
Must be a miserable life.
You guys are funny.
You don't
man.
wanna know.
Do it so much.
You don't want to know.
Never
All
a
right,
dull
next time
moment
you go
around
first.
here.
Next time you sit here.
All right.
So, all right.
He'll mess up the intro. if he
probably.
sits there.
I toasted the really difficult show.
That's right. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you again, Tim, for being on the show.
My pleasure.
He did a good job with that.
It was fun.
Don't forget
They made it easy.
our pack show right after this at 7:30.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. That's exactly right.
Don't forget the
Paul and
events.
Moose. And don't forget the events.
4 and
What are
1.
they?
events?
4 and 1. Just to be clear, it's a buy 4 get 1 free in all stores for the month.
Right.
And I went over those this week in Oxford Valley. You can be entered to win a raffle for a grill.
Nice. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll
welcome.
see you next time.
Smoke off and
Ciao for
smoke
now,
happy.
everybody.
It's too short to smoke cheap cigar.